Hey guys, thanks for being with us. We're here with Jeri Morgan with Code Blue Computing this morning. Just wanted to introduce her and let you guys know the services that she can provide you on your home-based and business-based computer needs and necessities through our time of adaptation and change. So we got Jeri. Why don't you tell us a little bit about your company, how long you've been around?
Yeah,
Do you
absolutely,
have that kind of
absolutely.
stuff?
Well, thanks for having me, guys. It was great being able to chat with you. But my husband and I, we actually own Code Blue Computing. We are a Broomfield-based family business. We've been in business. We're actually celebrating our 10th year in business right now, so it's kind of a
Wow.
crazy time to be celebrating 10 years in business. But I think any year the clock ticks over that you're still doing it, it's something to celebrate. But we support businesses, absolutely, and we do also support residential users. And what we found right now is that a lot of our business clients have become
Right.
residential users, and so we do anything from helping people with their email setup, with their networking, with Zoom calls if people are kind of struggling, with this new normal that we find ourselves in. Those technical things we can help with. And the good thing is, since we're all kind of working from home now, really 90% of what we need to do, we can still do remotely. So
Right.
luckily, we can still help people, as they're trying to get things set up as productively as they can at home, however long this is going to be.
Cool.
Sure. No, and you guys have been great support for tech for Brittany and ourselves, kind
Right?
of managing our home-based and work-based. Done a lot of stuff on our computers, so definitely have appreciated that. It's super help. It's super great. You guys can remotely connect in, dial everything in from the
Right?
computers, so it's super useful and manageable in our time of social distancing and not
Yes.
supposed to be
Right?
places and stuff. So definitely a great service.
Yeah.
And with just where things are at, how can we support you guys as a community?
Yeah,
And
absolutely. I mean, for all of us that are business owners right now, it's a tough time, for everyone. And really the best way to support us is, we're a local tech company, and so really the best way to support us is, as you're going through technical challenges, or as you're needing things, just to remember, to support your smaller local companies, because it's so easy as we kind of are in our day to day, when we're not in this life we're living right now, to go to like a big box store, and because they're everywhere. But really, take a minute to think of like these smaller companies like mine, or some of the restaurants around town, and just
Right.
think of ways that you can support them, and we can definitely help people remotely right now. People can buy gift certificates for our services right now, and whether they need them now or whether they need them later, they're not ever going to be expired. But those are some of the ways that folks can support us right now.
I think too, you have just been such a big supporter of community, right? So I know you're
Yeah,
involved in chambers and
yeah,
all of that type of stuff,
yeah,
4BR groups, networking
yeah,
stuff. So you and Bill have just been huge givers back to the
mm,
community, which we resonate with.
yeah,
We find value in that. We love your heart with that as well. And
yeah,
so I think it was last week or maybe the week before last, I had seen on Facebook,
yeah.
you had done a post about teachers
Mhm.
and wanting to support teachers and helping teachers. So can you
Yeah.
share about that?
Yeah, absolutely. And, it's so funny you brought that up, because when we started our business, one of the things that was most important to us was to build community and community service into what we do. So, working with nonprofits and being a part of our community, aside from having our business in the community, really being part of the community is one of the most important things to us. And Bill and I were talking, we have 8-year-old twins, and kind of as we saw this thing coming up the pike, I kept telling him, I said, I think they're gonna have to close the schools. And I was worried because I know a lot of teachers, and I knew that, some of them had computers in their home that would be okay, but I know a lot of them weren't, and none of them were planning for this. None of us were planning for this, right?
Right.
So, we made the decision that, that we were going to have a program for teachers during this time that, we can do a PC optimization speed up service remotely. We can only do remote right now, but we're going to do that for free for anybody that's a teacher. And all we're asking of people with that is just to schedule that through our website. But anybody that's a teacher, they just reach out to us, let us know, and we'll schedule that that remote service to help them. And and really, I wish there was more we could do right now, but that was something that we could, and we're like, it's something that we could do and we should do. And and all of us are just trying to figure out the best way to be able to support our community while we're kind of in this lockdown mode, right?
Right. I know, and I think that's what's been crazy. So I think with adapting and doing all this stuff, you guys are fortunate enough to be able to provide that service, right? Virtually, essentially, remotely. So I think that's phenomenal, and we're very excited to partner with you, see your heart, see how generous you guys are. And we have a ton of teacher friends. And so thank you for that. We so appreciate it. So you guys are just awesome people. We're gonna pull up your website real quick. And
then while I'm pulling it up, what are just some of the things that we should be looking at transitioning, working from home, things that we should be concerned about, stuff like that?
Yeah, absolutely. Well, definitely, we have been talking to a lot of folks over the last week to a week and a half. And what a lot of businesses had to do is, they had to move folks into remote situation, folks that wouldn't have been remote in other situations, and they had to do it quickly. And the thing that happens, unfortunately, is when you're moving people over quickly, that security piece sometimes falls by the wayside, right? So the thing that we need to be thinking about as we're working from home, it's a really good idea to get just a security audit of that home environment, and we can do that remotely. And the things that we're looking for there, do you have good antivirus on those computers, on that home network? We've got our kids at home now, right? And I can't tell you how many times things come into my shop where it was like, oh, my kids and their friends were on my computer, playing whatever game it was, and things aren't working the way that they're supposed to now. And we don't want what the kids are doing on the same network as where the data for, our business dealings are, if we can avoid it. The other thing that we need to be paying attention right now as far as security, unfortunately, the other thing that's kind of happened with, with the COVID-19 situation is that the cyber attacks have actually increased during this time. So there's a ton of phishing emails coming in looking like it's information about COVID-19, because they know, people are so, so hungry for information, for knowledge, for updates on what's happening with that people aren't necessarily thinking about that. So really, taking a minute when you're going through that inbox and making sure what you're looking at is not potentially dangerous before you're clicking on those things. Making sure that you've got security in place for your home network. Making sure that what our kids are doing is not going to affect what we're doing. Those are all some basic things that you can either do, or if you need help with it, we can help you look at those things as well.
Cool. Awesome.
Yeah, and again, just for the people watching, they can access your contact information off your website, codebluecomputing.com.
Yes.
So we'll put up a link for that so that they can contact you. And Yeah, definitely appreciate it. Definitely a huge need in our current time as long as
Right.
in addition to
Hmm.
every other opportunity you can give us. So yeah.
And
Right.
yeah, and we definitely appreciate it. And Jeri, is there anything, so if any of our clients need
Mhm.
services, if they mention Heckenberg Group, is there any additional special savings you can
Yeah,
provide?
absolutely. Friends of the Heckenberg Group are going to get a 25% discount off of any service that we offer. As we go, and this will go even when we go back to the office. The only thing we can't offer that discount on is parts, but anything service related, we'll give all of our friends a 25% discount off. Okay.
Thank you. We appreciate
Awesome.
that so
Yeah,
much. We
thanks,
appreciate
Jeri.
that. Well, like I said, we've known you for a while, and I think I dropped off a laptop to you one day and said, "It's dead. I don't know what to do."
I
And
know.
it was my everything. So
Hmm.
you have saved our churches a few times. So we just love you, and we love supporting you, and it's been
Oh,
fun to see your business just take off over the last few years. So
oh,
yeah,
awesome.
we
Thank you so
appreciate being in
much.
relation with you, Jeri.
Okay, thank you.
All right, well, enjoy the rest of your day, and
Right.
we'll get all the stuff up, so hopefully everyone can get to Code Blue Computing and get some
Okay.
faster stuff going.
Yep.
Awesome. Thank you so much, guys. You have a
Right.
great day, okay?
Yeah, you too.
All
Bye-bye.
right, bye-bye.